our message of hope. Your planet is part of our energy. Not in this three-dimensional realm, but in that which you would call the fifth dimensional realm, because you have given numbers to it and you have defined them, so we will use that numerology. In your fifth dimensional realm, as some of you will know, Earth and the entire solar system is one with that which you call the solar sun. It is one. And in this oneness, a star exists. It is the star that you call Gaia, not Gaia. Gaia is the three-dimensional representation, but Gaia, the completeness of all of your life, the completeness of all the energy that has at one point manifested here in this solar system. And that means that we are talking about a completeness that encompasses all the lives that you have lived. It encompasses not just the life that was lived on this planet. I am also talking about Mars, where you have undergone a similar process like the one you are undergoing here right now. I am talking about Venus. Venus that was so pure, that was so full of joy, it still is, so full of life. You can still breathe the life of Venus. You can breathe the entire cosmos into your being as you breathe in with every breath. And you can give life to everything that is around you with every breath that you release. There is so much that you can do. So much. If only you were to do it. And you are beginning to do it. You are no longer letting yourselves be lived by the rules and regulations and the tribulations that exist around you. I can only encourage you, as your cosmic sister, to continue on the path that you are on right now. For you see, I speak on behalf of the entire Pleiadian energy. And in this conversation are billions and billions and billions of voices. I, Satya, am no different from that which you would call Gaia, the blending of all your experience here on this planet, on Mars, on Venus, and all the energy that resides within your solar system in any given moment of the now. If you were to take all of these moments that your solar system has at one point gone through, since the beginning of its birth until its final demise, which I will go into later, you have all the energy, all the totality, all the completeness that makes up a being like myself. That is why I speak with billions of voices as I speak this transmission to you now. Much in the same way as you will at one point form this body of Gaia, which would be then your I am awareness represented more fully than it is represented going from body to body to body, right here. And at one point you too will speak with one voice. Your heart will be one heart. Your breath will be one breath. And the blood running through your veins will be the light that you emit as you travel the cosmos reaching other planets, assisting them in their growth. It is interesting that you would think that once you have completed this process that you are in right now, the process of ascension, of becoming the one, that your mission would be complete. We, at one point, thought the same thing. We thought that it would be done and over and done with, as we would reach that state, that oneness, that unity consciousness. It was just the beginning. So when I speak of the demise of your solar system, I do not speak of the end of it, I speak of the blending of it. And this is why you are being prepared. Within me, within the being that I am, that I am, that I am, that I am, is still this three-dimensional experience of all the aspects of me that can still manifest in that which you would call, I'm going to use a metaphor, in that which you would call paradise, a reality, a 3D reality, which is in such balance and in such harmony that it no longer needs to acknowledge those laws that you have put upon it in its less than perfect state. Once that perfection is reached, the blending can commence and the oneness can take place. And yet, I bring with me a warning. I bring the warning of illusion. As you are working through your human illusions, and as you are blending more and more, you will see forces which are also residing within this solar system that are trying to bring you the message of that which was once prophesied as the false prophet. Any message that would define you further instead of blending you. Any message that would speak of fear. Any message that would speak of destruction. Any message that would speak of the obliteration of humanity, of this beautiful nature that you are sitting in, can be seen as such a false prophecy. Do not let yourselves be misguided by this. There is going to be no great fire. There is going to be no great flood. If there would be, we would have told you to build the ark yet again. But these things will not take place. There is not going to be the destruction of your atmosphere. There are no millions of people that are going to have to perish so that others can go on. There is no death. There is no destruction. There is no suffering. All of these things are but an illusion. And as the mind is figuring out what you are doing, so it will create from its spiritual self of the mind these false prophets that will indeed in some times walk the earth. They will always encourage you to look towards technological answers. They will always encourage you to stay in a state of separation, as they will trigger you in celebrating the self, but in a type of disconnect to the self written with a capital.